Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today y'all are in for another chatty get ready with me. Today we're going to be talking about trying to resist fast beauty in 2020 and being more sustainable and my struggles with that. Do not fall over. Nope. And I'm also going to be using my e.l.f. by J. Kissa palette because I really like this one and I don't feel like it got enough credit in 2019 because it was pretty great. I know a lot of people didn't care much for the color scheme, but I think it was pretty cute and it's something that I would use a lot. So anyway, we're talking about fast beauty and colourpop and trying to be better consumers in 2020. So 2020, I'm going to do a budget-based low buy as opposed to like a number of items based low buy, just because I feel as though that would be more beneficial to my needs and kind of what my general goals are. So that's kind of my plan for what I'm going to be doing. And I've been thinking about it a lot because colourpop, I'm not going to claim a length of time because I have learned this year that there's too much crap going on in the beauty community for me to adequately say like what the time frame was for like all of the bull crap happening. But basically this year Colourpop said that they were like the fast fashion of the beauty industry. And they said that like it's a good thing. And that kind of disturbed me. Colourpop in this year has kind of become self-aware, it seems, in that they've made jokes about like how people ask them to stop the number of releases that they put out and things like that. And at first I thought that was really funny. And then I took a step back and I thought about how dystopian that was. Because the other thing about this year, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that anxiety about like the environment and about climate change, I think has really gone up in the last year. I know, like, psychologically speaking, people in the psychology profession are having to deal with that a lot more. There's not quite as much ways to kind of counsel about that because this is a lot more of a real fear than a lot of other things. And I know personally some of my existential fears go around, you know, the United Nations climate report and how I care so very deeply about things like that. And yet, you know, I am one person, I'm trying my best, but a lot of times it really doesn't feel like it's enough. And so kind of in thinking about that, seeing a big company like Colourpop make jokes on their social media about like how they're not listening to their consumers and making fun of people's requests for them to slow down, it really just rubs me the wrong way because it just kind of, it accentuates this feeling that I've had, and I know a lot of other people have, that we don't get a say in how companies do their thing, in that we can speak up as much as we want but people aren't going to listen, and so the world is going to go to shit and we won't be able to do anything about it. So that is kind of how I am trying to navigate this upcoming year, in the fact that we have, you know, it is a time of year to be making resolutions for how you want to go about your life. It is that time of life when we're thinking existentially about how we're going to resist climate change and things of that nature. So this is kind of what it has me thinking, because the other part of it is that this is gonna sound so incredibly dumb, but I really love all of the Colourpop products that I have. The thing that gets me about Colourpop rather than a lot of other brands is that they do actually make really good product. Their BFF mascara is kind of my holy grail in that it is really inexpensive, it comes in a lot of different colors, and is kind of exactly what I need, and I haven't been able to find that in any other kind of affordable mascara. I know people kind of lose it over the Essence whatever mascara. I hate it. So that is not an option for me. So in kind of thinking about that too, it kind of puts me in this really weird position that I know sounds just so like meaningless in the grand scheme of things, of like, I really want to resist fast beauty. And I think it is my job as a consumer to like do all the good I can in that regard. But also ColourPop makes so pretty makeup. And that sounds so bad when I say it out loud, because makeup is inherently kind of this frivolous thing. But at that same time, if ColourPop is going to keep doing what it's doing regardless of what people have to say about it, then quite frankly, is there a point to us resisting? Or like, I don't know, because that sounds bad too, and it generally goes against my kind of ethos of just trying to do all of the good that I possibly can in this world. On the bright side, I'm really loving how this eye look is turning out all like cute and grungy. It kind of gets me to thinking like, is there a point to this? Am I murdering myself for nothing if I don't buy my regular BFF mascara? How do we navigate that? Because I also love their BFF liners. I am a huge fan of their Good Sport palette. There are a lot of other things from them that really appeal to me too. So is there a point in me saying, oh, I'm not gonna buy from this brand until they change their ways? But, you know, going with my whole like cruelty-free and not buying from brands that have owners who explicitly do shitty things that I know about. That doesn't seem like me either. I'm not claiming to have an answer from this video at all. I think this video counts as a therapy session for both of us. I'm not gonna claim that this video is gonna end on any sort of like conclusion that's gonna make sense. I am just having a lot of feelings about that, because I think too, my friend Lacey did a video on like how sustainability has kind of become like the beauty community buzzword of 2019, and I think that's very true too. Sustainability has kind of just become this very trendy thing that nobody actually really takes seriously unless, you know, you're a climate activist. And brands want to claim sustainability, but might not actually have those practices. And I think the thing too is, like we've seen with Anastasia this year, Norvina had said that basically the market requires for more and more things to be released because people like aren't buying as much. I know for me, in my beauty circles, we've been pushing kind of for the opposite, but it seems like in practice, the bigger brands aren't actually listening to us or taking our criticism into account because it's not profitable. And I think that's the other thing too, is like true sustainability isn't actually profitable. True sustainability requires us cutting back and not buying as much. And I'm personally not going to be buying as much in 2020 for my own budget, and also because like it just makes sense for me to not buy as much makeup. You know, I don't feel like it's that big of a thing. That's what also puts me at like this impasse here, if I'm using that word correctly. I hope I am. I want to sound smart and academic in this video. That is kind of where I'm at. And the thing is, I'm criticizing Anastasia when Anastasia is also one of those brands whose products I really love. I own a lot of their palettes, not necessarily their newer ones, but I really love their eyeshadow quality. I've never really been disappointed by anything I've bought from them. So that puts me in a situation where it's like, okay, do I give up the thing that I enjoy because of the lack of sustainability? And I also do want to keep that same energy about sustainability that I do about the other things in the beauty and just a general world that I care about, of like buying from companies whose practices that like I feel as though I personally can morally support. I don't know if ColourPop and Anastasia are those brands. So that might put me in a position of needing to figure out a new holy grail mascara for 2020. I do like the Milk Makeup Kush mascara, it's just not as affordable. So maybe I could just go back to that, because there is that part of me that genuinely wonders if all of this just boils down to me not wanting to change mascaras or things like that. Which, like I said, when I say that out loud, it sounds just so bad. It is not great. But I am being honest here, and I know that other people are probably feeling the same way. Hopelessness about consumerism and changing the world is not something that it's not the kind of energy that I want to bring into 2020. If we do not have hope, if we do not practice hope about maybe, just maybe, doing enough things to change the world, then the world definitely doesn't stand a single chance at being changed. So I think that's why I am continually trying to do all of the things, is because I personally do not think that I can give up hope on things changing. That is not who I am as a person. and I respect other people feeling differently. I'm not doing this video as a way of saying you need to stop buying all the things in order to make a change, because I think there are different ways of going about that too. I just haven't quite figured out what that looks like for me, and I'm kind of like wondering what y'all think. And also I'm looking really blushy and cute. So that is the weird position that I feel like I'm finding myself in thinking about fast fashion and fast beauty, and which of these two almost identical lipsticks should I put on my face today. These are both from Makeup Monster's pre-Menagerie. Also, since Menagerie and like this has gotten me thinking about it, are there any indie brands that make mascara? Because I think that would be something great for me to be able to find. Because like I'm okay with trying the Milk one, and I really like my ColourPop one. But if there's an indie brand that makes a mascara, I think that would be super cool to be able to try out, because I feel like indie brands do a lot of color cosmetics, and I would love to find like a mascara so I could do like a full face of indie makeup. And I like how this look turned out. It doesn't translate as well onto camera, but in person it's looking pretty cute. So let me know how you're feeling about fast beauty down below, and how we can try to resist consumerism in all its forms in 2020 while also still enjoying makeup. So anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you on the next one. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!